streaming there. Receiving content, start streaming health. It says I'm green. Receiving your content, you will see it momentarily. Time lapse, 21 seconds. 0 people watching. That's no surprise because I'll probably just talk to myself for the next hour. Yay, it's working. Alright, I don't know what the lag is like. It says 0.6, so it looks like there's a little bit of a lag. If I leave this page, will you guys go away? Or am I lagging because I have you up on another page? Refresh. It says 1 person watching. Yeah, I'm the 1 person watching.
You want to create a stunning website?
Do you want to create this stunning website? Sorry, getting an ad on that. Oh, there's a massive lag. Why is there such a bad lag? Maybe because I'm streaming on 2 devices. Oops. I mean, I have unlimited data. I probably should stream you guys from my data and not my wireless connection. Alright. Why is there such a bad lag? I don't know. Alright, well, wonder if I can have you guys over here on Facebook streaming on my phone, so that way it doesn't eat at the feed on my YouTube. But we're going to edit today, and I didn't get any submissions, which is no surprise because I am such a last minute person, and this whole Creative Techy idea hasn't exactly bloomed yet. This is all just kind of small things here and there until we officially launch this summer. And I think I can, I'm trying to open, I have the Creative Techy page on Facebook that I wanted to, I'm live streaming there now, and of course I'm talking to myself. Yep, see, it says I'm streaming. Oh, you're streaming. I'm going to cancel this, and then I'm going to upload from here with my data, so that way we're not eating the YouTube one. Okay, so I've ended that one. We are turning off wireless. Okay, disconnect till tomorrow. That's interesting. Bluetooth can go away. Not that I have any Bluetooth. Alright. Then, can I not go live? Oh, guys, I don't know. Alright, we might have to just skip the going live thing. Alright, where's my chat box for you guys? Says I can create a story. There's my chat box. It's just me. Alright. Since it's just me, probably should just get going, I guess. I was hoping somebody would show up because I have a few people in a private group, but maybe I have to be on the page manage. So how is everybody doing? You know, all 0 people. It's okay. It gives me time to practice speaking to myself. I wonder if I, because on my Creative Techy page, I have like maybe 30 people on there. But on my Isabelle.Roza page, I have like almost 3K. So hanging out. Check out my live stream on YouTube. Don't make me talk to myself. Myself is one word. Har, 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 har. And I can't post YouTube links on this. Well, I was going to kind of wait until somebody got on to say hi. But I might just talk to myself because I have to edit these anyways. Maybe this will turn into you guys just watching me edit. Which was kind of what it was. But I was hoping I could get user submissions, which I'm hoping to get later on when I become a little more popular. Alright. Going live on my cellular data. Hi everybody on Facebook. They're on my Isabelle.Roza page. I'm currently live streaming on YouTube to the Creative Techy, and if you YouTube it, I just recently changed the name so it's under Isabelle.Roza still. And you'll see there I'm over there live streaming. I'm doing live edit Mondays. It's a brand new funky thing. I have 0 watchers, so I'm talking to myself. If you want to head over there and hang out with me, if you're a photographer or if you got any questions, I don't have any submissions or any viewers, so this might just turn into an hour of me talking to myself. But that's nothing new. I'm always talking to myself. I know there is a way to see messages on Facebook while you're streaming, but I haven't the slightest idea how to do that. And the people on YouTube, the later watchers on YouTube right now are going, she's lame. See, oh, I'm on the Creative Techy, so I need to be on my Isabelle.Roza page. So I tried streaming on the Creative Techy earlier, but that didn't really work out. Hold on. Hello. Probably my only viewer. Still nobody on YouTube. Not like anybody's going, hurry up. There's 2 people. As soon as I say 2 people, no, 2 people because I just logged into Facebook. I was hoping I can see messages as they pop up, but I can comment here. I can comment you my YouTube video going on right now if anybody is interested. I need to, here we go, Creative Techy, the Creative Techy. Alright, here we go, copy. Not that that's going to make me lag anymore. Copy. Alright, so for live streamers, here's the link to the YouTube video, which is going on right now. Some of it still says Isabelle.Roza, but it should say Creative Techy eventually. Alright, well, all of me and nobody else will go in and edit some pictures, which is what I tend to do a lot anyways. I have my chat up on YouTube in case somebody decides to talk to me. I was going to pull up the Facebook in case somebody said something there. Oh, hi Maddie, you're lame. You're supposed to have sent me a photo. You're not lame, but I was just saying. I'm lagging really badly. I need to figure out how to not lag so bad when I stream. It just doesn't seem right that it's lagging so badly, but maybe I have to actually pay for my streaming software. Isabelle.Roza videos. So I can see your chats. No, I'm not in Cali. I'm still in Louisiana, so I don't have all my stuff. Oh. Are you living in Louisiana now? Like, when are you going back? Do you have classes or anything like that? Okay, YouTube. So you're not lagging because you're on the cellular Wi-Fi, where my YouTube right now is on my Wi-Fi, so it's like a good few minutes behind. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out the secret of Ooh, fun. Just in time for spring. Are you gonna drive or are you just shipping it? Which one should we edit? Ooh, that one. I already edited that one. No, that's the one I edited. I kind of feel like, see, these are all catalog shooty stuff, but then I kept a few where the strobes didn't light because I thought it was cutesy artistic. So now I have to find some of those cutesy ones. I'd ask you all what you want me to edit, but there's nobody watching. My chat box keeps disappearing. Anyone's chatting with me. You're not too far behind. You're probably like a good 30 seconds behind, which is, should I say that's acceptable? That's doable. Might have to put you guys right down by the modem. So this is the photo shoot that I had streamed on my Facebook a few days ago. And it was a catalog shoot. And everybody's gone. No, I'm completely alone. It was a catalog shoot that I did for this up and coming designer. That one's probably, that's a maybe. I just like how the lighting fell on her. It's not that like bright and in your face lighting that you get from a catalog shoot because they want to see the clothing. Oh, her toes. I have to edit those out. There was one that I really liked towards the end that I wanted to do particularly since I don't have any user submissions. It was of the really tall curly haired girl. I might have already deleted it. Alright, let me go back to that one where I said I kind of like that one. It's between that one and that one. Kind of like the front facing one. We'll do that one. Okay. Library, develop. See, this is, oh, hey Maddie. Yay, you're on YouTube. I have an official viewer. Alright. So, I already kind of like the skin tones. There's really no reason to make it. Let's do a shot. I like the warmer tones. Highlights. Just a little bit. Shadows, just a little bit. Sharpening. I shot these in JPEG actually, because we were shooting so much so fast, and it really wasn't. There was really no reason because they were lit, and there was no reason to really shoot in RAW for these. So I don't need to do any extra real sharpening because when you shoot JPEG, obviously it edits in camera. I love how it says that you're commenting. Well, you were. It says 2 watching, but then I have nobody in the live chat. Maybe you have to join the chat. So, hi. I can't hear you. By the way, love the photos you took. You can't hear me. Probably because you're so far away. Maddie, hello. bring you closer, but then it's all awkward because it's like, hi, this is my face. Yeah, you were fun, and like having the backyard the way it was like perfect. Much better than it would have been at mine. You're a little closer. Can you hear me now? Somebody started following me on. I'm so ADD. Alright, so this photo shoot was crazy. We were in a smaller location, and it looked like they hadn't done any work on their backdrop in a very, very long time. So it was extremely scuffed and crazy. I'm in the live chat. I know it says you, like, I see you, but down here it says 0 of 200. Oh, you don't count. I don't know why it doesn't count you. Well, that's crazy. It's okay, you count here, and that's all that matters. Alright. So I kind of want to just fix. Hi, Sarah. This is just kind of like, hey, by the way, I'm photoshopping on YouTube. Find the link in the comment. Is really just hanging out, and I'll chat with you guys if you want over here. But I'm live streaming on YouTube. Say like, hi, everybody. I'm live streaming on YouTube. I need 20 more subscribers to stay a YouTube partner. You should go subscribe. Plug. Yeah. So YouTube has their new, but I've been a partner on YouTube for a while now because I had a video that went viral a while back of Robert, my husband, coming home from deployment for, it was like his R&R, so he came home and surprised the family, and that went pretty viral. If you want to laugh, go read those comments. Oh man, those comments are just brutal. And but it went viral, and because of that, I got enough viewers and subscribers to become a partner. Well, in 2018, they decided to update their terms and agreements or whatever for partnerships, and you have to have so many hours viewed and so many subscribers. Well, I have the hours viewed like crazy. Like, it's insane the amount of hours versus they want 4,000, and I have like almost 1 million hours. Like 77,000. It's almost 100,000 hours watched. But I have my pen. I can't really show you guys. I'm on my tablet. So it's like a touch screen tablet that I use to edit. I don't always use it. I'm very good at my ball mouse editing because I've been doing it for years, but I like to bring it out every once in a while, and especially when I have to do this much work. This is pretty insane. I love how I still ran that action. So here's the action. Oh, it's got really bad banding. Why I said I was still going to work on that background. So I'm going to cheat, and it's not going to be amazing, but I'm going to, I really should be like, here, look at this. We're going to do this, this, and this. You guys don't want to see my ugly face over here on YouTube. Like, go, or on Facebook. You don't want to see my ugly face. You want to come over here and be like, look what she's doing. No. If you want to watch this live stream through YouTube, so you still see my ugly mug up there, but if you want to go over there, head over to the YouTube and watch it there. I need some more hours, and I need subscribers. My dog is snoring. Alright, so there's a couple of ways of doing this. Now, the really hard way, I'm going to go ahead and just up my brightness just to kind of see the mess. Yeah, That's insane. The mess that is this floor. Note to self, always bring my own backdrop. I mean, I could just give it without any of that work. It was a free shoot, so I might not do all that work on every single image because that's a lot of work to fix. I had some shortcut ways of doing it where you just kind of select her and then just kind of paint and be done with it. But ways to fix this, excuse me, that's not the cheapo way or the lame easy way, is you can, there's a couple, you can use the patch tool and just loop it around and try to find a spot. The problem with this is it's just so bad. There is no finding spots that aren't bad, because you could do the same thing with cloning and try to find a good spot to clone from. Are those hairs? I think it's just all shoe scuffs. So you see, like, you can keep trying to fix, like, you might want to go in and just fix all the big stuff, so all you have is the smaller scrapes. So when you go in and go to YouTube, you're just looking at me while I'm streaming on YouTube over here. That way when you use the cheapo version, you can just, there's less that you have to hide with the easy cheapo version. I love the cheapo version, like it costs something. It's just, it's just easier to work with. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and speed edit. Ready, go. Boop, 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 boop. No, I can't go that fast. Trying to go somewhat fast here so you're not just sitting there watching me clone a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry, you can hear my computer. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the streaming thing. I gotta be careful with these shadows here. Actually, we probably don't want any shadows to begin with because of the type of shoot it is. But the limited equipment, the small space, and we were just rushed the entire time. We had like maybe 8 different models, but they all had like 5 looks each, so we were like there forever. I was at the end, I had like 5-hour powers and Red Bulls, and I was like, I just don't know anymore. If you saw the stream on the YouTube page, which is on the Creative Techy YouTube page, like well, not YouTube, but Facebook. It's on the Creative Techy Facebook page. But I tried to live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Well, Facebook could really care kind of less because they're not monetizing things unless you're a really big name over there. So they didn't really care what the music was in the background, so you can still see it. Which is funny because that Facebook one had the worst language of the entire night in the music. I streamed to YouTube as well from the phone during the photo shoot, and you can hear the music in the background, and it was the more cleaner version, but it was still copyrighted. And since I'm still technically a partner until the end of next month, unless I get 20 more viewers or 20 more subscribers in the next month, I might have to do a couple more live edits. Behind the scenes, get a pretty girl to smile on my page a little bit. What was I saying? Oh, so I live streamed YouTube. Well, YouTube was like, you can't do that because that's copyrighted music. And then usually when they do that, you can still see the video, but you can't make money off of it. So there wouldn't be any ads on it, which was fine. It was just more about the fun and showing people what I do. but the language was just so bad that they banned the video completely. And I tried to catch it and change the music when I got home that night, when I realized what had happened, and there was just no saving it. I got a copyright notice in my email, and I was like, oh man, strike one. So I gotta be a lot more careful with my music. I did find something to kind of stream music while I edited, but it was like that copyrighted free YouTube music channel. Well, the problem with that is I had something similar like that a few years ago. It was for Maddie's, hi Sam. It was for one of Maddie's, I did a behind the scenes video of a maternity shoot for her. It was super cute and it was super fun. Sorry. And I had used one of those channel video or musics, and it was fine for the longest time, but then the YouTube channel decided that they didn't want to give their music away for free anymore. And I don't know if this was just something they were doing to get a whole bunch of people to use their music on their YouTube channels, because they decided to take away the copyrighted free music for YouTubers and then filed a claim for anyone who was using their music. Well, what that means is that I would still keep the video up and it would still be on my page, but since I was a partner, I was making revenue on people who viewed it, and it really didn't have any views. But it was just, I did have the monetization on it, so then I got a notice saying so-and-so has claimed your video as with their content, and they will now be taking all the money you make off this video. So I spent hours making this video, and now they were going to take my money because they decided they no longer wanted to let people use their music. And that just pissed me off. So I just did all that, and it actually looks a little bit better. So you get rid of all those big spots. It just kind of helps when we go back through and do the paint. We're just going to paint over it. I'm sure there's a million other better ways of doing this, but I haven't YouTubed them yet, right? Get it? Because you're on YouTube watching me teach you, because I learned from the Academy of YouTube. So everything I've learned was either through a mentor, not on YouTube, or editing. I didn't have a mentor for Photoshop editing. I had a couple of mentors for photography, but I didn't really have any mentors for Photoshop. So my mentor for Photoshop was the Academy of YouTube. But you get some crazy things in there. Alright, so I still have a viewer over here who's watching on Facebook. You just like my side profile, right? Look at that mug. It's probably somebody just left it on and walked away. Yep, and they're gone because I called them out. Lovely. I have Facebook going too at the same time. Alright, we're already a half hour in and we haven't really done anything. Okay, so let's change this background. Hey, the viewer's back. Shh, don't say anything, it'll go away. Since it's on a white background, the best way is probably just, and everything's trial and error, honestly. I could pretend that I'm super ice and I know exactly how I'm going to do it and how to do it. She's awesome, by the way. I'm more of a trial and error type of person. Oh, my computer's running slower because we're streaming at the same time. You're getting that, my turtle look, the turtle pose. And I didn't get it perfectly. It doesn't matter if it's perfectly, especially not up here. There wasn't really anything up there, but that's how you select a person. and say you want to refine, select that hair. Well, let's do filter, select, excuse me, inverse. So she selected, because it's easier to select the hair if we're going off of her. Then you can see when you did that where you would have caught her in there. It's still like, it's like in there. Okay, so you go to select, and I like the old school way of doing this, the select and mask. So you can click that and it goes to the new age stuff. I just upgraded my CC, so it might be different now, but I like the old school way. So you can get to the old version of this by holding shift and click, and it'll bring up the old selection mask tool. Bring that down, it went up to my other monitor. And it's just such a just a simpler old school way of doing it. And I'm sure with the new upgrades to Adobe, it's probably easy, crazy easy, and I'll have to play with it and open it up and try to learn what they've done over there. But see, boom, it helps she's got black hair on a white background though. So we're just going in and just kind of paint around it, and it just makes the selection. Look at that. We should just do that. Look, white background. She's just floating in the air. All right. So we're good. She's got a bump right there. Oh, she just has a bump. I mean, because it was a white background, the selection is extremely clean. Hitting okay. All right. And when you look up here, like, look how bad that looks. Hopefully it worked. But I'm just going to go to select, and there's two ways of doing it. You could just keep her and do Command J, and then she's off the background. So whatever I do to the background, nothing, it won't affect her, which I think we could do. Or you could do select inverse and select the background and just paint in the background. But we'll just do it this way, because then we can go into, no, because we want to, I don't think we need to liquefy her. I wanted to maybe liquefy the dress. So because I might go in and liquefy the dress later, you're going to find this cool tool. You're just lassoing her, the magic lasso. Right click, whoops, right click slower. Free fill, free transformation. Fill, and then it popped up on my other screen here. Fill, content aware, okay. It's thinking. Think. It's thinking a lot. And she's gone for the most part. Doesn't need to be perfect, because there you go. So now we can kind of see what we're doing here. So now we can Photoshop, like if we need to liquefy the dress or anything later, it won't affect the background layer, which she was still visible on. So let's just paint in to smooth out some of the stuff. It's not going to be perfect, but so you always want to select the color. Why is it not working? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Select the color in which around that does not. Oh, because Brighton's on. Oh, that's, holy shoot, guys, look at that. My Brighton layer was on this entire time, and I forgot. And like, so this is the image we're actually working from. Whoops, because that Brighton was on. It's actually really looks good on her. All right, so let's make that new layer here. Paint it. I'm actually gonna make a new layer so I don't lose it. Painting. Nobody wants to talk to me. They're like that crazy chick, and we're just going to pretend that we're here watching me in the background while you're watching other things. Uh-huh. Are you awake? Sorry, I told you I was going to talk. My husband's trying to sleep. I was like, well, I have to live stream, even if nobody watches. I promised I would. Okay, that just looks horrendous. Just blend it in there. Really don't, I wonder if we can just get away with not doing much else, because we're just gonna, I know it looks horrendous right now, but we're just going to soften it up. There, bam. So you still get a lot of that underlayer, but we're trying to hide, let's bring that layer back up. Just any of those imperfections, we're just kind of putting a light layer over them. Serena Davis was watching. I can do a magic effect on Facebook. What is this? There's a magic wand. Does it make me fabulous? What's this? There's effects. I'm ADDing right now. There we go. I can make myself a bunny. There we go. I'm always going to use these filters. How about a hat? Because this is what I should be doing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play with these filters on another date, because that's pretty cool. There we go. All right, back to here. But it just softens it up. Holy crap, monkeys. So that way it's not so in your face. I'm gonna erase this here that I did, because it's just not blending very well. Okay. Not that you can really tell. And I kind of want to get rid of that shadow altogether. So I don't mind where we're at now, so I'm just going to go ahead and flatten. Right click, flatten, flatten. I guess I didn't really have to cut her out if I was just going to flatten it. That's cute. Okay, so I want to get rid of, oh, you know what? I didn't want to flatten it, because I want to flatten down. So you can right click, merge down, and it'll merge those two layers. And then what I can do is we can take the patch tool and just kind of get this shadow right here. And just kind of bring it right there. And it kind of just cleans up that shadow. That way, there we go. And if you want to do like the vignette that's still on the other side, you can bring that. That's just not gonna work. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can clone it over, but I really don't see the point. Okay, anyways, because once you do that, you can't tell anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and take a snapshot just in case we need to come back to that, and then flatten, merge visible. That works too. Get rid of that. All right, so actions. I'm an action heavy editor, and when you join Creative Techy, you'll have access to some of these actions that I've created or I use. And just some of the things are, and I'll be linking like where you can purchase them if I have, I'm using some actions from, I don't know, I decided to do that one. Relax. If you decide to use them, is 10:30 at night. And I'm usually a night owl, so that shouldn't matter. And we're there. What is with that banding, man? All right. So we want to get rid of vignette. There's most of that banding. We want to get rid of highlight protector. Maybe not. Clarify, I always use the clarify brightness. So I don't want to overdo it because I did like the contrast on her. You know what we should have done is we should have like cropped her in and changed the background color completely. That would have been way fun. You can make it black and white. You can boost the dramatics. Vignette is a no. Center warming. We definitely don't need to warm that. You have more color, which is a need, but then you have, I kind of liked a little more, it's drama boost is more of like contrast. So this would be much cooler if somebody submitted a photo, because then I can like talk through techniques of photography, but I mean, I could talk through the techniques of this photography like it's somebody else shot it. Or like how I would have done it differently. Flatten image. I would have brought a strip box or doubled the light. So what I mean is all the light was up here and her feet kind of like faded off into the darkness. So since it was a full body shot, I should have brought or doubled up the flash on that one side. I was working with what they had there, and they had some really, really old equipment. So what I like to do is I like to hit dusk, and I just like to see if I like anything about it. It's just something I use in a lot of my work. Get rid of that fog. Vignettes. Very blue. It's kind of nice and dramatic though. I kind of like that. Not so harsh. That blue is actually pretty cool. And then we have, I actually like the effect. Okay, you wouldn't submit this for a catalog because we're obviously messing with colors and all that. But I'm kind of loving the coloring. And if you saw the photo that I recently posted of the senior, she has very similar coloring. It's just one of my favorite actions. All right, close enough. Close enough for government work, so my husband would say. He's over here sleeping. All right, flatten that. I'm wondering if I bring up some of these levels just a little bit to see. Maybe I should try, I'm gonna try curves. It looks better on the background. Let's try curves. So the middle is your midtones, your lower is your black, your highers are your whites. Okay, you can affect it like that. So if I wanted to bring, like if I'm just working off the background alone right now, let me start a new curves here. And just bring the whole thing up. It's basically bringing up your exposure. So if we wanted to do that, and then for the background, and just select the white. Selecting the white. Okay, we do that, and then we just go to curves, and then masking it was not a good idea because I was already a mask. Paint out, paint it out. So let's go to select, inverse, color, black, iPhone storage. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off the iPhone here because it's yelling at me. Alright guys, thanks on YouTube. Or Facebook. Your YouTube. Alright. Black. And then just paint her out so that way it's just affecting the background. Low power mode. I love how like it wants, like you do a live and it's like, would you like to keep or discard this live feed? Like, no, I'm just gonna delete that entire thing. Just get rid of it. I mean, I can see where it might be beneficial, but so we did that curves and it just affected that background. So if you're trying to find something that lightens up your background, using the curves would help. We should just like pick her up and put her in a whole new scene. That'd be great. Maybe we'll do that towards the end. Okay. So I'm bringing it back down because I don't like it. The whole point was I liked that it was darker. I want to try something. Don't laugh. That selection is horrible. Excuse me, I am not feeling too good. But yeah, that was a layman selection. Okay. Let's go ahead and flatten that. Let's get in and alright. So I would have done that, and then maybe a lot of it is like how the photo shoot went down. I wish it was going to be a little that we could have changed. It was just a lot going on. There was a lot of girls. There was a lot of boyfriends. Nothing wrong with boyfriends, but sometimes I'm just going through and dodging. So the way I'm doing it is actually not the way I do it anymore. So I use this RA Touch Academy panel. You can get it for like 30 bucks. But all this does is if you hit dodge, it just makes a gray layer. Why am I buzzing? It just makes a gray layer and then turns it, or a dodge curve layer, which you can all do without, and then you just paint in the white and the black. So this way you're not destructive to your image. So you like how before you could start seeing the pixels. So this way it's kind of like just painting. That's pretty bad. Painting with a white brush. We're zooming in and you guys can really see why shooting in JPEG was not a good idea. I'm still buzzing. Why am I buzzing? Usually I would shoot in RAW, but because we were, I was trying to be all efficient and have it where she could view the images as we were shooting. And what I was hoping is she could be over there choosing her favorites and so on and so forth. So that way when we go to edit, she can say, you know, these are the ones that I already liked, or so I'm just going through, and I know it's at max right now. I'll bring it down. Trust me, it won't be so bad. Right now I'm just kind of going through more like contouring, so it's gonna look bad. It looks even worse because the images are so pixelated. So if I do that and it goes down to like 20, it just kind of, it still just looks really bad. How is my flow over here? Mine's on 0. Am I on? Well, that didn't work. Don't do any of that. Don't shoot raw. I mean, it was a free shoot, and I was just trying to be efficient, and I was hoping she could choose as we go, let me know if she doesn't like how something was going. But it really just did not work out that way. She didn't have any assistants or anything, so she was busy crawling models, trying to get clothes on models, and it was just a little bit of here and this way and that way, and it just was crazy. I'm sure a lot of like actual catalog shoots can be crazy, but there was no crew. Now I love my husband to death, but he was in the corner playing video games, so it just was crazy. Which he's going to be on Creative Techy too later on. He's the techie. So if you were taking my classes back when I was doing them in the community center, doesn't really make too much of a difference. I mean, I'm at 20%. Brighten it up just a little bit. But see, it just kind of gives it a little bit of a push. I don't really think I need any dodging. He's, it was the tech guy. So like if something was going wrong or somebody had a question about a setting on a camera or what computer they needed, he was always the go-to man for that. He's going to be doing reviews and going through settings and specs, and it's called the Creative Techy because he's the techie and he's interested in the gaming side of things. Reviews, I know that one. So I'm using a pen, so it's very pressure sensitive, so I can go really thin and it's small, or it can go really hard and it's bigger, which is nice when you're doing some fine detail, or when I'm doing my cartooning or painting. I have to figure out a better way of doing these tutorials, because I know this is a little bit on the dull side. So she's got a little bit of a tattoo right there that I would probably normally Photoshop out for a catalog. So just drop all that like way low, like 5%. Maybe a little higher. Just to give a little bit of drama. Maddie, are you watching and you walked away? Playing with your kids? No, you're in Louisiana, so you're like 11 o'clock. Your kids better be in bed, yo. She got me up, supporting me, and then she's Netflixing. Yeah, because that's a word, Netflixing. So I'm trying to just kind of save the legs a little bit. Because as I said, the legs kind of missed. So I'm going to do a whole new dodge layer. I'm going to have to figure some stuff out, guys. Because I feel like I'm just sitting here talking to myself. And this is not fun content for anybody. You do like a rent and link thing. Be like, you have to get this right or you're going to eat this snail. They used to make not parody, but just like funny songs on YouTube, and like on Spotify they have a channel. I was listening to them all day today. Still funny. Trying to, let's see, that's like way overdone, but you can bring it down. It's nothing close to the golden glow up there though. Okay, so there's a couple of ways of fixing skin. And you can come in and You can do over here, I have the frequency separation, or you have, if you join Creative Techy when we go live, I have my own version action that you can just download. As I said, everything is kind of just in beta right now, and this is all just fun. And maybe I should have done this on Twitch, because I actually had a few people on. No, I had one guy come on Twitch. Don't lie. I had one guy come in on to see me on Twitch at the very end, and he just sat there quietly for the longest time. And I was like, is that just me? Because I know I kept checking in on other devices to make sure I was even streaming, because I had nobody. I'm using the, if you're wondering, this tool here, which is kind of like the select all fill, the content aware brush. So it's just like an easy way of going in and fixing some of that stuff up. Look at that grain, guys. It is amazing. It was like, and this just tells you how bad it was. Because I still had a flash go off, right? So right here shouldn't be grainy, but you can get in on here and be like, bang, shooting a 5D Mark IV on large JPEG. That was my mistake. I know. Should have shot in RAW, but I didn't want to process raw images for so many pictures. But then again, here I am processing it like it's a RAW. But I won't do this to every single image, honestly. There's just too many, and I was not paid for it. So there's really no reason to go in and like attack it like that. But I was on a 5D Mark IV. I still had a flash fire. There should be no reason why it's that insane. So I'm going to smooth their skin. And another TD way is anomic portraiture. I have 3 loaded here, but for some reason my key code's not working anymore. I have to call them and figure that out. But I'm using the first version here. I do like the third version better, but I don't know, for some reason it's just not working. So you can go in here, you have it on plus, you just look over here and you can see the skin tones as they're selected. You try to get as much as possible in there. You might have to make 2 different selections. Because it's so dramatically different. So you can go in here and you can choose the strength. It popped up here for some reason. Can I pull it? I can't pull it down. So you can choose normal, medium, high, or glamour, and the glamour is just horrendous. It's a joke. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna hit OK, and the cool thing with this is it's gonna smooth the background out a little bit too, so that'll help with the grain. So if we come in here now, you can see now that with a little bit of smoothing, it kind of helped out with all that grain on her skin. Not much though. Not much. This is kind of embarrassing. I should have chosen a much better image. Sorry, guys. I just chose this one because nobody submitted anything, and I have to get these done for a client. Or not, she's not really a client, a friend, and a newly created acquaintance. I was hoping we would be able to do a lot more fun things. And I'm hoping in the future we could definitely take these things out and really get, because you guys, like, you've seen my page and you know my style. Like, I am artsy, outdoors, gorgeous sun, gorgeous light, gorgeous background. So when I walked in, it was just like this really small studio with a whole bunch of people crammed in. Strobe wasn't working. I was tired. I was just tired. 5-hour powering it. So what it does is it selects, because she's got the darker skin, so it selects things that are more in the warmer tones. and the reds and stuff. And even if she was, her skin was not so dark, it probably still would have selected all that. Because skin tones, no matter how dark you are, you do have a red tint in there. A warm glow. I almost want to just leave the shoes. I'm just going to leave the shoes. I don't want to go in there and fix the shoes. I'm a little overdoing it on the softening, but I really don't want to go in and just... kind of tired, guys. We've been at this for an hour. Nobody's texted me yet saying they're tired of it, so I'm just gonna keep going until the image is done because I just love speaking to myself. The sound of my voice is amazing. Sarcasm. It's horrible. Even my husband's like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Even my dog keeps looking at me going, oh my god, shush. Okay, so I wish I could give you guys a better image. Maybe I should have done one of the really bright ones. I just liked how the light hit her and just made her glow. So I'm going to take a snapshot here and just kind of show you where we've ended. And I know I've lit the background up, which kind of defeated the whole point. But because it is still going to be something I'm going to try to submit to her, maybe. I did need to brighten the background just a little bit. I feel as my first live edit Monday, it was a complete and utter failure, guys. Submit a photo, so I'm not the failure. Maddie will have to send me a couple of her sessions. That way I can edit something. I always like editing other people's work too, because I love to see what they see, like their version, because everybody, they use different apertures and f-stops, and they just see things in a certain way that just kind of makes it interesting to look at other people's images. So that's the basics we're going to do today. I feel like I would do more if it was a artistic image. Maybe that's what I should have done. But an artistic image, we would have been here for hours. We're here for an hour just doing this, but it was more because we were messing around earlier. Since nobody's really watching, I'm just going to sign off and go take a shower and go to bed because it is 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast. And I have 2 babies I have to watch in the morning. Alrighty. I'm gonna end my stream. And you guys are lagging. You're like maybe a minute behind. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Here, this is my good side. Thanks for watching. Next time, submit something. Please go to my Creative Techy Facebook page. There's a group. Like or dislike this video because I'm sure I give myself a dislike because this dragged on forever. Even if you disliked, subscribe so that way when Creative Techy does become more interesting to watch, because we'll do professional editing and lighting, and we'll have the whole Creative Techy set up, and we have professional videos that we've created already. We got a little library coming together, which is going to be pretty awesome. We are still YouTube partners, and we still have the ability to do things that a professional YouTuber can. I don't want to lose some of the things that we might end up losing. Particularly the ability to buy more things to make the show better. It's lame. Especially since I haven't been taking any sessions lately. We just moved here, so it's been super slow. But I would really love to focus on the Creative Techy, so eventually we'll get there. We all start somewhere. Alright guys, I am 20 people out of still staying a YouTube partner. I'm about to refresh it. I begged a few people to go check me out and give me a subscribe. That way I can continue being a YouTube partner. So it's literally only 20 people away. it's not really showing me my subscriber count. I have 1 like. Oh, somebody liked it. I'm sorry. I'll be better next time, I promise. I'm just talking to talk now. So I can go into the studio, Creator Studio here, and it should say dashboard. Maybe it's in my dashboard. 84. So 984. So I need math. 16 more likes. Well, 16 was better than the 23 that I originally needed starting out today. So thank you everybody for watching, looking, liking, disliking, subscribing. Tell me what you guys would like to see. Submit some photos if you look at the, sorry, I had done things here. Submit the photos if you'd like me to take a crack at it. Although after what you just saw tonight, you might not want to. I'm gonna have to delete this live stream when the actual website launches. Isabelle.Roza, Isabelle.Roza.Artist at gmail.com, and it's in the description. We haven't got the Creative Techy email officially launched yet, so I'm just taking submissions there. I love how I'm the creative in the Creative Techy, but we did kind of a techie edit. Creative would have been like out in the craziness. Like something like, oh, where'd it go? It just like disappeared. Can we make it smaller? Where'd it go? I'm just talking to myself now. My Instagram just decided to fly the boat when I wanted to show you. Instagram. Spell Instagram. Oh, that's pretty. Tara Lesher, she's amazing. So I have my new Facebook page, The Wild Fae Photography, which is more fantasy style editing, or not editing, but photography in general that I'm going to be offering in this area. I just started the page. Been trying to post something a little bit here and there, daily. I'm going to run out of things soon though, so I'm going to have to start shooting. So this Wild Fae Photography is where you can see a lot of my artistic work as they go up. If you know me as Isabelle.Roza, I still have my artistic website up. Look, we're live streaming. Go over there. This is me begging. I'm at 23% or 23%. So I still have some of the artistic stuff in here from before. See, this is one I did. That's 79 likes. I need to show you guys how to do one of these. Oh, still one of my favorite photos underwater so far. And we'll have to do like how to shoot underwater on a budget. Because this whole photo shoot probably cost me, besides buying the camera, the rig to go under, maybe like $600, maybe a little bit more because I bought like dive weights, or not dive weights, but some weights and stuff to go under. But here we go. Here's the outside of the rig, and then I bought, like, these are my new favorite shoes. Just some underwater. And here's I called it my camera condom, because that's basically what it is. So yeah, if you go over here, Lissa's moving here. Well, she's not moving. She's gonna visit. So you'll see a lot more of Lissa. She'll probably be in a lot of the videos that I release. Alright, so we're dragging this on. I'm just gonna end it. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. The 2 people that did. And thank you for scooching through the video real quick to see if it's worth watching. Next time I'll try to do something a little more fun. I'm going to have to watch other people and see what makes things more interesting in the watching department. Because they say you have like 15 seconds to capture somebody. I guarantee you I lost them in like 2 seconds. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later.